Hello, sweet friends, and welcome back to another Read Aloud. Earth Day was about 2 weeks ago, and this past week you did lots of activities about the earth and how you can take care of it and all that good stuff. So, I wanted to share with you a Todd Parr book. We've read several of these in our classroom. We really enjoy the books that Todd writes, but he's written one called The Earth Book. So let's see what he's written for us today in the Earth Book. Oh, wow, look. That's a beautiful illustration, isn't it? We've got the green land, kind of like your coffee filter that you made with the blue, but he drew a heart. Because don't we love our planet? We wouldn't be here without it. The Earth Book by Todd Parr. I take care of the earth because I know I can do little things every day to make a big difference. I use both sides of the paper and bring my own bags to the market so look, they're bringing their own grocery bags. Using both sides of the paper is very important because I love the trees. And I want the owls to have a place to live because paper comes from trees. In order to get it, you have to cut the trees down and kind of chop them all up to turn them into paper. So by using both sides, you're using less paper, right? And instead of using paper bags at the store, you can bring your own bags. I turn off the faucet while I brush my teeth and use less water for my baths because I love the fish and I want the oceans to stay blue. We want to only use the water that we absolutely have to use. It does seem like when you turn on the faucet, the water runs and runs and runs. You're like, oh, the water never runs out. But it is a resource, and we only have so much of it. So we only need to use what we have, so that way we'll have it forever. I take the school bus and ride my bike because I love the stars. And I want the air to be clear so I can see them sparkle. Now, the exhaust is what it's called that comes out the back of a vehicle. It's what happens after the fuel has been burned in the engine to make us go places. However, over time, those fumes that stink when they come out can cause almost like a fog effect called smog in our sky and make it difficult to see things like this. So she's like, I take the bus because the bus can hold like 60 people. Maybe not quite that many, but that's a lot. Instead of 60 cars, 60 people on one vehicle, right? So using public transportation is a really important thing that you could do. Or riding with friends, or making sure when you're out, you go the places you need to go and not have to constantly go over and over and over again. Riding your bike is a great solution. Right now, I know a lot of us are riding bikes, we're out walking, going places because we're not in such a rush to get places because we're all kind of stuck where we are. So yeah, that's really important to think about. Some countries are in worse condition than our country is, but it's important to think about our whole planet, not just where we are. I try to eat every bite on my plate and save my leftovers. So if you can't eat all your food, you can save it for lunch the next day. Why should you do that? Because I love watching things grow, and I want there to be enough food for everyone. So if you're having more food or throwing away food that's perfectly edible, someone else could have eaten that. So it's important to save and use as much as we can. We're all kind of guilty of that sometimes. Now, if you're full, right? And I'm guilty too, even at home here, cooking a whole bunch of something and we just don't have enough time to eat it before it's not any good. And I always feel bad wasting it and throwing it out. So it does happen even to people who try to have it not happen. But doing your best not to waste food is very important. I remember to turn off the lights and shut the refrigerator to save energy. Because, so when you leave a room, turn off the light if no one else is in there, right? Miss Curry is guilty of this. Going to the refrigerator, opening the door and just looking. Especially now that we're stuck at home for right now. You just look and look. Nothing magically is going to appear in that refrigerator that wasn't there already. So instead of doing that, leave the refrigerator closed. Think about what you want first. Open it, take it out, and close it. Save the energy that the refrigerator has to use to keep things cold, right? Why should we do that? Because I love the polar bears, and I want the snowmen to stay cool. We don't want to use up all the energy, depending on where your energy comes from. We don't want to use up all those resources. Energy does seem like something you just flick a switch and it's always there. But it does come from other places on our planet. And some of the things we have to do to get that energy makes it warmer in places where it should be cold. So we want to make sure the polar bears always have a place to live. They can't live in the desert. They're not made for that kind of temperature, right? I throw garbage in the trash can and recycle glass, aluminum, paper, and plastic. Because why would we not want to throw trash on the ground? Why is that important? And we just talked. There was another story I posted about making sure you recycle if you can. But why should we do these things? Because I love to walk barefoot in the grass. And I don't want to move to Mars. We don't want to live on a planet covered in garbage, do we? No. And if we throw trash on the ground, it's really dangerous, not just for us, but other animals that do walk around that don't really wear shoes. Dogs, rabbits, squirrels, birds, even bugs. Right? Nobody wants to see trash on the ground. Most of all, I help take care of the earth because, oh wow, look at that pretty picture. I want us to all be happy and healthy. Right? We have to take care of this planet because we're not the only ones who live here. The animals live with us. And Todd loves to write notes at the end of his books. This one says, every one of us can help protect the earth and make it feel good. Remember, if we take care of it, it will take care of us. Love, Todd. That's sweet, and it's true. If we take care of our planet, it will always be here for us. If we don't take care of our planet, it may not be here at some point in time. So, talk to friends in your family or members in your family about, how they feel about the earth and taking care of it and some things that you could do in your house besides recycling, or maybe try composting. Try turning off the lights, turning off the water when you're not using it, not wasting food, being okay when mom says, hey, we're having leftovers tonight, not being like, oh, mom, just say, okay, mom, and just do it, right? No, it's not always going to be your favorite, but that's sometimes what we have to do. I hope you enjoyed this book by Todd Parr, and I hope you'll come back for another Read Aloud soon. All right, friends, see you later. Bye.